Hello friends, we are jumping right in and I'm just going to start with the e.l.f. eyelid primer and put that all over my eye. And I just rub that out with my fingers like I do with most primers. And then I'm taking the Ben cream colors in white and putting that all over my lid. I'm gonna just warn you guys, this product will probably be used in every single one of these videos because the white base is really good for getting your colors to show up nice and pigmented, especially if you have deeper skin like me. And I'm just setting that with the Becca, what is this called? Hydro Mist powder. And then I'm taking the Nubian 2 palette by Juvia's Place. I'm taking that really deep, warm, orangey shade, Morocco, and putting that all over my crease. I'm using like a slightly fluffy, more like rounded crease brush just to really build it up in the crease, get it nice and pigmented. And then I just kind of angled it against the tape I was using to kind of give it an angle like a wing. And I just continued to build that color up until it was like a dark, deep orangey shade. And then I'm just going to take the NYX Glitter Glue and use a tiny little brush to put the glitter glue where I want my eyeshadow to go. I'm like kind of cutting the crease, and I'm also going to angle it just like I did the shadow in my crease. And then I'm just going to take this light orange shade. This is by Radiance, and it's like a single eyeshadow. And I'm taking a really little eyeshadow brush to pat that all over the like first half of my eye. And then I'm taking this deeper burnt orange shade from the Nubian 2 palette called Yara. And I'm putting that at the halfway point, blending it into the lighter orange, and then putting it where I had put the glitter glue, kind of creating that same angle that's above it. I'm using a tiny little fluffy eyeshadow brush to do that, just to blend it in with the other color and place it where I want it. And then I'm going to take my Maybelline Fit Me powder in dark, and I'm taking my little fluffy like angled Eco Tools brush. I'm just going to place that shade above Morocco and kind of blend it into the crease and up towards the brow bone. And I'm just making sure that the brown and the orange blend together. And then I'm going to do some eyeliner. I'm using the Milani Studio Tech eyeliner, I think that's what this is called. And I'm just kind of doing a wing, thickening it up a little bit. But I didn't want to go too crazy. And to be honest, I applied this so like sloppily on camera, like I was half out of frame, so yikes. And I'm just going to use some mascara. This is the Too Faced Damn Girl mascara. This is like a sample. And I'm just building that up on my lashes. I actually really do like the mascara. It builds up nice and it looks good. It makes your lashes look like voluminous, like it says it's supposed to. Also, sorry if you can hear my fan in the background. I'm in Georgia and it's hot as balls, as you can probably imagine. So, but I tried to make sure it wasn't too loud. And then I'm just building it up, the mascara up on the other side. Then I'm taking my tape off, and I just left this in because my dramatic reaction was really funny to me. Now I'm taking my e.l.f. eyebrow pencil in dark brown. I'm just going to spoolie out my brows, kind of brush them up, and just like outline the shape of them with the pencil. And now I'm taking the Ben Cream Contour Color in Midnight, and I'm using that to actually fill in my brow. I'm using it like a pomade, and this is an angled BH Cosmetics brow brush. And I'm just brushing out that product, you know, making sure it's like evenly dispersed. I'm trying to make my brows look really structured but still kind of natural, if that makes sense. And then I'm taking this light gold shade from the Nubian 2 palette, and I'm just using that as a brow bone highlight. I'm using a really tiny Eco Tools eyeshadow brush to place that, just because, you know, I don't want it to go all over the place because it's so glittery. And then I'm going to blend it out with a fluffy brush that has a light matte shade on it. It has my Becca powder on it. I'm using that little angled profusion brush to blend that out with the matte color. Now I'm going to gel them into place. This is the e.l.f. brow gel. I think it's in like dark brown or deep brown. And we're going to prime. So this is a Lancome sample primer. It's like a glowy, luminous primer. It kind of has a pinky undertone to it, but I felt like it would match the eyes to do something glowy and soft, even though it's more pink than orange, but it's still pretty warm. And the glow it gives you is pretty nice. So then I took my Maybelline Fit Me, the matte one, obviously, because I only wear matte foundations. And this is in the shade 358 Latte, and I'm just using my Real Technique sponge to kind of dot that all over and blend it all out. And then I'm later going to go in with a e.l.f. blending brush to really like buff it out. And I just kind of built up the coverage of it. I still, ooh, my bad, I just hit my mic, but I still stand by this foundation. It's such a good drugstore foundation. And I'm just blending it up like underneath my eyes, kind of using it almost to like fix my eyeshadow where it went over a little bit. Blend it out on the period. And I'm just gonna use, I put out my Maybelline Fit Me powder because I was gonna set, but then I realized I didn't put on any concealer. So I'm using the e.l.f. Camo concealer, the matte one or whatever. That's the first one that came out. And I am just putting that all over my eyes. I kind of went heavy on it. And this is in the shade Cinnamon. And I'm just going to blend that out with my Real Technique sponge. I always forget like just how much, like how long this product goes. Like a little bit really goes a long way. I actually put on maybe a little too much, but it blends out so nice and easy that, you know, it all works out. And I'm just setting the highlight areas on my face with the Wet n Wild pressed powder, the Photo Focus pressed powder in Dark Coco. And I left my under eye concealer on because I'm going to leave it and then blend it out. And now I'm just blending out that under eye concealer. And you get like so much more coverage with this when you let it dry down just slightly, not too much. But if it does dry down too much, you know, just spray your face with some setting spray and you can go back in and blend it out. And now I'm just setting that using the same Becca powder from earlier. And now I'm just going to set the rest of my face real quick. Using the Fit Me loose powder, I almost said the pressed one, the loose one that I used earlier on my eyes. And I'm just setting like the unhighlighted areas and kind of lightly going over the Wet n Wild powder. And I'm using a big fluffy Mary Kay powder brush to do all this. And now we're going to contour and bronze real quick. So this is the bronzer palette, and I'm taking that deep matte brown shade in the corner, and I'm just going in, contouring my cheekbones with that. And then I'm taking that like really orangey shade, and I'm taking the brownish glittery shade. Both of these shades are like real glittery. I mix those together and add those over top, kind of as bronzers, and also to give my skin some glow. And then I'm just doing my forehead and underneath my jawline, my chin. And then I'm going into the e.l.f. contour kit, and I'm taking that brown shade. It's almost warmer than the one in the bronzer palette maybe, but I'm using that to like fully go in and contour. And going back into the Nubian 2, I'm taking that same orange shade Morocco that's on my eyes, and I'm lightly going into that, as well as lightly going into that glittery orange shade from the e.l.f. bronzer palette, and I'm using both of those as a blush. And I just put some of that on my nose. Now I'm going to contour my nose. I'm taking that matte dark color from the e.l.f. bronzer kit, and I'm just going to chisel out my nose with this. I'm using a little angled Eco Tools brush. It's actually the same one I used to put this eyeshadow on, or to put on the Fit Me loose powder as an eyeshadow. And then I'm taking in kind of like a flat top profusion brush. It came in a bronzer and highlighting kit, and I'm taking that same shade Morocco, and I'm just building that up on the lower lash line, smoking it out, connecting it to the eyeshadow that's like above it, just so that it all kind of extends into one like wing. And now I'm highlighting. So this is also by Juvia's Place. This is the Nubian loose highlighter, and it is so pretty. Like, it's so stunningly like shimmery. It's kind of metallic-y, but it also is really shimmery and glittery. So this is not like an everyday highlight, at least not for me, because it's actually like too intense for me, and I love highlighting. But it looks so pretty. Don't worry, I'm gonna blend that out. And I'm just gonna highlight my cupid's bow and the tip of my nose and my nose bridge. I just use my finger because my brush is a little bit too big and it would highlight too much. And then I just blended those the two highlights out. And using the same highlighter, I'm just going to highlight my inner corner using a really tiny eyeshadow brush. Now I'm lining my lips. This is a Wet n Wild lip liner. It's just like a soft brown. And I'm taking this Milani, like it's like a cream kind of traditional lipstick. It's in the shade Candied, Toffee. And I'm putting that on and building it up. The color is a bit soft, but once you get it really built up, it is really pretty. And I'm just going to set my face. And this is the e.l.f. setting spray. I'm spraying that all over, and that's it. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Love you.